What it do, YouTube, man? It is your boy Solid back with another Solid reaction, man. And today, man, we got the Bucks, man, found Gainnis 2.0. Now, if y'all didn't hear the little fake little rumors, I don't think he's leaving, but Gainnis may be leaving to Chicago. And I would love to see Gainnis in a Bulls jersey, man. But, man, we're going to check this video out, man. I hope you guys do enjoy this video. If this is your first time seeing your boy Solid on your screen, man, do your boy a favor and hit that subscribe button. And make sure you leave a like. It helps the algorithm prove that you guys enjoy watching Solid's videos, man. But let's get into this and see what's going on, man. I'm really looking forward to this,
Sandro
man.
Mamukelashvili.
What the?
This should be fun.
Whoa,
with the 54th over.
Whoa. Hell no. You can't. No. You got to say that name again. Hold on.
Sandro Mamukelashvili.
Sandro Mamukelashvili. Sandro Mamukelashvili. Hope I'm saying his name right. I hope I am. Come on, man.
This should be fun. With the 54th overall pick of the 2021 NBA draft, the Milwaukee Bucks selected a 6'11" big man named Sandro Mamukelashvili out of Georgia. Not the university, not the state, but the European country consisting of less than 4 million people, a nation that's only ever produced 7 NBA players, the most notable of which was Zaza Pachulia. So what led the Bucks, a team coming off of a championship run, to draft a player that was an oddball in every sense? Sandro's not your typical big. He likes to shoot threes. In fact, during his rookie season last year with the Bucks G League team, he took over 5 threes a game and hit 38% of them.
Oh, wow.
Then in the Summer League a few months ago, he took over 4 threes a game and got strikingly close to 50% from outside. So he shoots threes and often off the bounce. But what might be more impressive than his shooting ability is that of his to dribble and be in control of the ball and make plays out of fast breaks and half-court sets as the initiator. There are very few players who are 7 feet in the NBA right now, and I mean it, who look as controlled as Sandro does handling the ball, who can also make quick decisions and know when to pass or take it himself. So he's able to shoot threes, stun you with his explosiveness, handle the ball, make smart and instinctual passes as a creator. But on top of it, he has an old school feel to his profile, as seen in his post game. But I think we're getting a bit ahead of ourselves. We'll dive deeper into the analysis of his game a bit later. That was just a teaser into what you're about to learn about Mamu's skill set. Let's first dive into his story to try to answer the question of why don't more people know who this guy is? Because his track record indicates to me that he was built for the NBA. And if you were to ask me, this man is poised for a breakout season in the league, and it could be as soon as next year.
I'm praying.
So why don't more people know about him? Well, a part of it is what I alluded to earlier. He grew up in a country not famous for producing NBA level basketball talent. Interestingly, his role model growing up was fellow Georgian Zaza Pachulia, who'd eventually become his mentor. And no offense to Zaza, but the bar is set quite low for young Georgians if that's who they have to look up to. Many of which, like Sandro, might not realize that they have the potential to be much better than even he was. Now, Sandro had many opportunities to expand upon his name. He moved to Italy by the time he was 14, and ultimately scouts in the US noticed his growth and wanted to see if there's another gear for him to unlock. So Sandro, who was the 3rd highest ranked European prospect of his age class, moved over to the US for his final year of high school, where he joined RJ Barrett and basketball powerhouse Montverde Academy in Florida. And with Mamu as the team's starting big man, Montverde was ranked 7th in the US at the end of the season, and even made it all the way to the national finals where they would ultimately lose, despite the efforts of Sandro, who poured in 20 points and grabbed 10 rebounds. While the move over to the US was mostly an experiment for Montverde to add a 7-footer to grab rebounds and provide a big presence inside, it turned out to be a golden investment into a player that took the notice of scouts for his smooth left-handed jump shot and overall well-rounded offensive skill set that appeared to be all too sturdy and coordinated for a European 7-foot big. Sandro graduated from high school as a top 200 recruit out of his class of 2017, mainly for 3 reasons. Number 1, he was European. Number 2, he was incredibly raw. And number 3, nobody ever heard of this kid before he moved to the US. So it was an uphill battle for him since he crossed the pond. And this wouldn't end after high school. Sandro committed to Seton Hall, where he had trouble staying above water early into his college career. As a freshman, in under 10 minutes per game, he scored just 2.6 points per game. But gradually over his college career, the numbers began spiraling upwards because he was promoted to a starter during his sophomore season. And come senior year, he had worked out the raw parts of his game and appeared like a much more polished version of his younger self. The same versatile and unique big man, but one that was putting his skills to practice. He would average 18 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists per game during his final year, which put him into the borderline draftee position in the 2021 draft, mainly because he entered the draft as a senior. Had he come a bit earlier, the question as to whether he would have gotten drafted would have been non-existent. And on top of that, he definitely had some issues as a player. He was only a decent 3-point shooting big, and his lack of elite strength made it difficult for him to score inside, but also defend other bigs that weighed more than him. But the potential was obviously there, and he was taken 54th overall by the Indiana Pacers in the 2021 NBA draft, and would later be traded to the Milwaukee Bucks. That summer, Sandro had one of the most head-turning summer leagues of all rooks. While the sheer numbers didn't jump off of the page, he left fans with a great first impression of the all-around skill set that he wanted to display. His court vision, for one, really stood out. He threw wraparound passes off of drives, one-handed skip passes to open shooters, and kickouts for 3. The sort of stuff you rarely see big men doing.
Heck yeah.
But his control and poise on the perimeter was equally as impressive, as he created a ton of windows off of his drives for opportunities at the rim. Check out the crossover he made here, and then the tough finish. This sort of stuff was super intriguing. Throughout the summer, he also drained threes, scored out of the post, but even defended the rim and locked up wings off of switches. Essentially, he did a little bit of everything that teams want out of a modern big man. And so, moving on to the regular season, Sandro was back on the bench like he was a freshman in college again. But like his first year at Seton Hall, he showed little spurts of potential over the season, including this poster dunk over Joe Harris in a game against the Nets. Then he had a 17-point night in a game against the Cavaliers, going 4 for 9 from distance. And then in the final game of the season, he again dropped 28 points against the Cavs. And this really was his breakout game as a pro. Everything we've talked about so far that makes Mamu so special, he was finally able to show off in that final regular season match. These 2 games against Cleveland were the only 2 nights of the entire season that Sandro played at least 30 minutes. So I believe that this was a major eye-opener for Milwaukee, and they should act accordingly next season. Now, over his rookie year, Mamu didn't see the court so often, so his numbers weren't
knockdown, baby.
But everything you saw him do in the season finale against Cleveland, he had been doing the whole year in the G League. Throughout his rookie season with the Wisconsin Herd, he tallied over 20 points and 11 rebounds a game on terrific shooting from the floor and from distance. So because he was one of the best rookies in the G League and a surprisingly impressive player in the NBA when given playing time, I think Sandro Mamukelashvili is entering this coming season as a sleeper to have a breakout year. And he showed us why that might be the case in the 2022 Summer League. He put up 17 points and 9 rebounds a game on good shooting, especially from 3. And because of how awesome he was for the Bucks and that his play impacted his team's success, he found himself on the Summer League MVP ladder several times, and ultimately was named to the All-Summer League first team. And so, while I'm certain that a breakout year will be coming at least to an extent during Sandro's sophomore season, there are going to be a few limiting factors. Defense, efficiency, and team success. Milwaukee doesn't need a sophomore on the court to contend next season. They already have a great young core, and giving minutes to an unproven young player will likely hinder their success. So they wouldn't do that even if they're all in on the Mamu hype train. Also, his defense is alright for a big man, especially on the perimeter, but he's inconsistent at best so far against NBA caliber bigs. And while he's shown promise shooting from outside, nothing is yet proven, especially at the NBA stage from out there. And he's had his issues scoring down low, being contested by bigger and stronger centers. However, for the most part, there's nothing that he can't improve on. The level of talent he possesses is right up there with the best young players in the NBA. The modern skill set he has, from his ability to score inside and out, distribute the ball, handle the ball, guard wings on the perimeter, all in one tall, mobile, coordinated, and explosive package, will have the Milwaukee Bucks finding ways to incorporate him into their lineups next season. And whenever that happens, there should be a great long-term reward for taking a risk on such a unique talent. But let me know your thoughts on Sandro Mamukelashvili. What do you think he's...
All right, man. Look, this is my thoughts, man. I think dude is he nice. I mean, it is a stretch. Like you said, it is a stretch to get somebody of that caliber, you know. I get it. But who knows? Maybe a team is like, yo, we already on the decline. You know, Milwaukee has this guy who is pretty decent. He's 6'11". He's fast. He can dribble. He can handle the ball. What if we bring him in to just bring in some views? He might be able to get some play, man. But man, thank y'all guys for checking out this video, man. If y'all guys want to hit that subscribe button, please do so, man. And I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.